Hey guys, this is Nevir and welcome to this Play and Explain video. In today's video we're going to be playing NL2. I'm going to try to focus on these exploits. So this is preflop exploits. So if you guys haven't watched my preflop videos, I think you should watch them first. But this is some preflop exploit that I really like and they're going to increase your win rate by a lot. Before I started recording, I took some notes on the population. So basically I just looked at every population stat and I took some labels. So let's say this guy, for example, this guy, he bets 7%. This is just too tight. It means that I put him as a nit. And every time I see this guy at my table, I'm going to try to open wider than GTO. Just because this guy is not betting enough. For example, this guy as well is really interesting. He must be playing for the leaderboard, I guess. He has an attempt to steal of 95, which means that he opens basically everything from the cutoff, from the button, and from the small blind. Which means that every time I see him opening from this position, I'm gonna be 3-betting close to 100%, I think. But yeah, let's get started and let's focus on the pre-flop. I'm gonna be talking about the post-flop as well, obviously, but I'm gonna try to focus on pre-flop exploits. This type of spots is actually close already. This guy is a nit. I guess against 2x I'm gonna call, but it's already pretty bad, I think. I'm gonna be opening 2 big blinds. So this guy looks like a very big nit. I'm gonna be fast playing my bottom 2 pair. So I get called. Now when the flush get there, I cannot bet too big. I'm gonna bet half. This, I'm not gonna bluff my ace king, because it's not gonna afford the 9, it's not gonna afford the queen, obviously. And I'm ahead of the king jack and jack 10. 10-8-5. I have 2 cards plus the backdoor flush, backdoor straights. I have decent equity. So I'm gonna be betting and I get check raise already. So this is what you're looking for. You're looking for the snap folds. Oh, damn. I actually wanted to call, but it was flaggy. Damn, I actually wanted to call, but yeah, anyway. So yeah, this is what you want. You're looking for. You're looking for just snap folds from your opponents. And you're gonna steal the blinds a lot, and this is how you're gonna increase your win rate. But you need labels. You don't want to open wide everything. Let's look at this guy. He has 6%. To be honest, I think I'm still opening a 7-3-0 blind versus blind. I'm gonna be checking kind of range, and every time they check back, I'm gonna put pressure. He would probably stab. He would probably stab most of his flush draws. So this guy 3-bets jam. And this, I think I just want to have like really big bets. I think it's pretty close at NL2 to be honest. Because I could have all the full houses. It just doesn't. It doesn't have too many flush. When he has queen 10 with the 10 of clubs and I overbet 5x pot, he just folds, right? I think this, I want to check raise against the 1/3 kind of range bets. Just because I'm value betting and I need protection as well. Let's say if I had like king 10, it's probably a check raise as well, but when I have king 10, I can call a bit more just because I need less protection, because when there's the king on the turn and the river, he can make a pair and I make top 2 pair. So 10-9 is pretty good to check raise just because I need more protection and I don't set up them when I make 2 pair. I don't think he's folding. When they donk really big, I think he should be over folding. I guess ace king is close. I'm gonna call once. This guy is pretty close. I'm gonna be over bluffing when they check back here. I'm gonna be folding this type of hands because they are too dominated. You think you have great pot odds, but you're just not gonna win the pot enough of the time. Let's say the flop was queen 9-5, and this guy bets and this guy calls. I'm already behind, just because someone's gonna have aces or ace queen, or yeah, I need to open 2 big blind from every position, because sometimes I forget about it. I'm not used to it 100%. In this spot, you can check range 3-way out of position. And I'm gonna try to go to showdown. So the big blind 3-bets are really tight usually. But I think queens is good enough. I will bet my ace queen is a value bet, to be honest. Because he can call many worse hands like jack 10 of hearts, ace high. And I have equity, and I deny equity, so it's a decent bet. Blind versus blind, you shouldn't bet like everything every time, just because you're out of position. But the king eyes board are decent. Ace 8, you can open. Queen 9, let's look at his stat. It looks like very fishy. I think I'm still gonna be opening because he's just too bad. He's just bad at the game. I want to play against him, but if he goes too much, then Queen 9 of suits is just not great. This is just a call. I think you should be overfolding against 4 bets as well. So I'm gonna be using some ice skating. I bet kind of half, and if it just goes, I'm gonna be overbetting the river. And if he raises, I actually can call. I know he has he has a good hand. So I bet it looks very fishy. I'm gonna check call because I think I have the best hand most of the time. I don't think I need to check raise. So this one, either I bet big or I check raise. I could check raise. See, you know, he had nothing, right? So I think it's better to check call and not check raise, just because he has so many shitty hands because he's a big fish. I think I'm just gonna bet big. So if he has ace queen, I just set up him. This guy seems like he opens wide. I'm gonna be 3-betting a bit more. Now I cannot really jam. He could have king queen. He could have king jack, queen jack, and let's say like 7-8. I think if I block any jams, I can just fold. And if he has ace queen of spade, or ace queen of diamonds, he's just never folding. So it sucks when he jams. But think about it. What does he have when he calls? He has top pairs like ace queen, ace jack, and he has flush draws. Is he really gonna jam ace jack off as a bluff? Never. So it's an easy fold. He doesn't have any bluffs here. So I block. He can call worse, and when he jams, I just fold, and that's okay. It sucks because, you know, you lose, but that's okay. This guy looks like a fish. Not gonna raise. He bets big. That's scary already, just because it's a 10 king board. I can have all the ace king and everything. So if he bets again, I just fold. The river bets are underbluffed, so I'm just gonna bet my king queen. Now, can I actually bet for value? I think it's close. Now the king queen, I think I'm gonna have a value bet, especially at NL2. I don't think you should be scared to value bet. Yes, he's gonna have some ace king sometimes. He's gonna have some pocket sevens, but they just don't want to fold. So you need to value bet really thin. King 4 suited, as you can see, it shouldn't be an open at equilibrium, but people just snap fold. I stay in the blind. I open wider than GTO from every position. So this pot is weird because it's 3-bet small, but we are not too deep. I think I can call. And I have no idea, but I think I can call it. So when I make a pair, I can go all in. Good spot to check raise. People are gonna bet range. This is scary when he bets a bit bigger than 1/3, but I think my hand's just good enough to just check raise. This is the worst card of the deck. I just give up. This guy, oh, now it's even worse. I just never win. So let's say, for example, this guy, he has 2% 3-bet. He was snap folding, so that's why he opened 2 big blind. He just snap fold. I guess I can win against pocket deuces. And 6-5. So the 4 is not the best card. Obviously, he's gonna have so many straights and 2 pairs and pair plus gut shot and stuff like that. Now, when he checks again, to be honest, does he have a flush? Nope. Does he have a straight? I guess he could, but I just overbet. Can I try to isolate? This guy's a fish. I'm gonna try to isolate. Just because, look at his stat. I want to play against this guy, even though 7-8 suited. It's a bit, maybe a bit too much. He 4 bets now. I have no idea. I think it's close. Oh, they actually make you pay for the time bank. That's crazy. I didn't read what I said. You pay for it. What a scam. I don't have any time bank. I have to pay for it. 6-5 suited, pretty good hand to call against a nit. I can check call, I can check raise. We see on his sizing, if he bets 1/3, I will check raise more just because they're a bit too. Let's say he has pocket queens, he's gonna bet big, but when he has ace king, he's gonna bet small. So I will check raise more against small. That's crazy. They make you pay 1 big blind for the time bank. I think I will bet again, because he's still gonna call worse. Some ace king, ace queen. If he jams, we just fold. And that sucks, but that's okay. He's never gonna jam like ace king. That's crazy. You pay 1. I just cannot. Oh, that's a good hand. So in the bomb pots, because there is the 10 big blind of dead money, it basically means that the big blind is 10 big blind. So instead of being 100 big blind deep, we are now 10 big blind deep, which means that pocket 5's 10 big blind deep is a pretty good hand to jam. It seems pewy, but it's actually pretty good. So I bet I get check raised by a nit. It's definitely a nit. So I can still be ahead, obviously, but it's already concerning. It's really scary already. I'm gonna call, but if he bets on the river, I'm always folding. Unless it's like a deuce or something. Yeah, this one is bad. I don't even think I'm winning, to be honest. I think I'm gonna be losing to 5-9 or whatever. Pocket 6s. That's just. Let's take a note. I cannot take notes because there's the mic. No, I don't want to pay. So I did bet I'm gonna call against this guy. Because I've seen him doing like really crazy stuff this time. He's good. He has it. I think I should check back this. I can check raise. Now let's think about what he has. So now he bets big. That's this one. I think it's a fold, even though we have good hand. Let's think about what he has when he checks back. I think he has a lot of ace high and a lot of pocket pairs. So I need to get called by this kind of hands. I don't want to just bet the strength of my hand. I have trips. I want to bet big, but if I bet big, I just never get called. Now that's a bit scary because he could have pocket sixes. I have ace 10, you know, what can I do? Pocket fives. To be honest, I did think about folding, but just... So you should take a note. Check back, trap. So every time I see this guy checking back and then raising, just like what he did, I will be overfolding. I think you can call here. It's too big blind, plus you're on the button, plus someone flat before you. So this guy checked back, so we need to get protection. This time I will bet bigger just to make him fold some ace high as well, some ace 10 offsuit, stuff like that. If I have the 3 of clubs, I think you can stab a bit more. But now without the 3 of clubs, let's say I stab, sometimes I'm gonna make trips, but it's gonna be the 3 of clubs, so I can make a set against flush, which is bad. So if I have the 3 of clubs in my hand, then when I make a set, I'm always good. I'm gonna be raising this guy. Like ace jack blind versus blind is just too good. On jack 10-5, he's gonna have so many king queen, ace king, ace queen. He could have so many worse jack x. If he jams, now that's a bit scary. But I still think I call against a weak player. So this guy seems to be a nit, so I'm not gonna be a 3-betting ace 9 suited, even though it should be a 3-bet in theory. Jack 5 offsuit. 3-bet from the big blind, it's underbluffed. This guy, he opens way too wide from the cutoff. I have the label already. So I'm gonna be 3-betting wider than GTO. And I think 8-6 suited is okay, just because this guy is not gonna 4-bet enough. But he's gonna call maybe a bit too much. So if he calls, I need hand that play post flop. And I think 8-6 suited, you know, it's suited and connected. It's okay. I prefer to 3-bet 8-6 suited instead of ace 8 offsuit. You know what I mean? I don't want blockers. I want playability. Because they don't 4-bet. This is such a small 3-bet. It's pretty good. I mean, it's very good for me because I can call a lot. This one, ace 4 offsuit, you can open sometime, but this table looks like really fishy, so I'm just not gonna... I'm not gonna be opening. They might flat like ace 8 offsuit from the small blind. And I don't want that to happen. This guy, he opens 20 from 8 to steal is too low, so he opens too tight. So I'm never gonna be 3-betting. This guy, 80%, I think he should fold. Oh. Oof. Oh, this guy, I think I will three-bet just because he's just too bad. He's gonna call actually worse. He actually calls queen four suited in this kind of spots. So I'm just three-betting for value, to be honest. I could have overbet, I think. Oof, this one, I think I can take it. It's not the best hand to do it with. I would prefer to have Jack 9 suited, just because they don't forbet enough. But I think King Jack is okay. I will check, and when they checks back, I can put pressure. Oh, I'm thinking about, do I want to bet? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what's the best move here. Now, I just think if he has a diamond, he's just never gonna fold. This guy seems fishy, so I think I'm gonna four bet and call a jam. Yeah, it sucks, to be honest. It sucks. Sure. Yeah, I guess this one is close. Maybe I should check again, and when it checks back, I bluff. Maybe I should bet bigger. I have no idea. Ace 10, yes, you're ace high, but it's a decent board. You can start bluffing. You can just bet, you know? He's gonna have to fold king queen off, which is good. He's gonna have to call ace 5 of spade, which is good for you. You know what I mean? You can deny equity, you can get called by Rose. Let's say the turn is a king, you can keep bluffing. So, yeah. A lot of people think, oh, I have ace high, I have showdown value, but you should actually be betting more often. Pretty good spot, so I'm gonna overbet. This guy seems to be a fish. I think I can isolate. I can check raise, but it's a bit scary, to be honest. Because when I check raise 250 big line tip, it might be a tough spot. For example, this guy, I think he opens way too tight, and against 2.5 big blind, queen jack of suits is just a fold. I think I should fold against this 4-bet. I would like to see a deuce or 3 on the river. Please. Yeah, 2.5 big blind, queen jack of suits. Big blind against another gun, you should fold, especially against a nit. I guess at equilibrium it might be close. But against this specific player that opens way too tight. This one might be good to open. Didn't check his stat, but ace jack of suits. So on this type of texture, you should actually have bigger bets. But I think the 1/3 is still, it works really well. Now I think I'm gonna, I guess I'm gonna check and I think if he had bet small or check again, I would have bluffed, but I think he will just overfold on the flop, which means that when he calls, I don't need to actually keep bluffing because he folded so much on the flop. Okay, this guy is labeled as a nit, but yes. This guy is a fish, I'm gonna try to play against him. Ace King, you can bet for value protection. You shouldn't be allowed to range bet on this texture just because he has more trips. But they just don't check raise enough. He should be check raising like 6-4 of clubs sometimes, but they're just not gonna check raise enough. Now he's just snap bet. Should I call? Because he's not gonna bet like pocket fives like this, right? He might have some 4-5, 5-6, yeah, stuff like that. Queen 10. So this guy, I was taking out floats too much into snap bluff on the river. You're looking for these spots. That's just wonderful. When they just snap forward like this, that's crazy. Because if I actually notice my strategy, they should be waiting for me to open so they can 3-bet. So this guy mean 3-bet, but the thing is, yes, we'll start, but we are very deep. I think I'm still gonna 4-bet, but we need to be careful. That's a good flop. This guy, I think I will 4-bet. It's a good hand to 4-bet. Don't need to 4-bet too big, just because he should have polarized 3-bets. You need to 3-bet wide, blind versus blind. Ace 3 of suit is a good blind versus blind. On this texture, you can just, I think you can 1/3. You might be able to half as well. I think 1/3 with aces is good, just because you want to get called. Let's say you had ace, jack of spades. I would probably bet bigger. We get 3-bet, and this guy is just... I'm gonna 4-bet, and if he jams, we just call. So I decided to isolate. So I'm against the fish and he doesn't have too much behind. So I'm gonna try to bet small and induce some bluffs. Same here, you should be betting big, but I think betting range 1/3 is good. And now I think I want to reduce. I don't think he has an ace. Either he has like king queen or pocket pair, so I want to bet small and induce some bluffs and some calls. Yep. We took the maximum, I think. Damn, I should open 2 big blind. Okay, so this guy 3-bets. So this guy, this is the guy that opens too wide. But I don't think he 3-bets wide. I don't see his stat because he just reset the tables. But it doesn't seem like 3-betting really wide. So I'm not even gonna 4-bet ace queen offsuit. I should be 4-betting ace queen offsuit. 100%. Think I can bet for value protection. It will call worse. And I can make it full 10 of clubs, which is always good. And now when there's the flush and the straight, and he most likely has a weekend, I don't want to bet big because I want to get called. I don't want to be balanced here. And if he jams, that's a bit concerning. I don't think he has Jack 10. Yes, he could have Jack 10. I just don't think he bluffs. I'm gonna fold. The Jack 9, I can check, I can bet. This guy is a nit, so I'm gonna check and call the river bet. Queen 7, I think against 2 big blind. I think you should call Queen 7. I might be wrong. When he checks again, I have the best hand. He most likely has ace 5, ace 10, or whatever. So I decided to check raise. He snap called. I don't think he has like pocket fours, pocket tens, queen 10, just because he would have thought about 3-betting. He could have 8-9 of spades, 8-9 of clubs, king 9 of spades, stuff like that. If he calls now, I should have the best hand unless he has queen jack. I actually have the best hand most of the time here. Because let's say he has ace 9 of spades, I think he would just jam for value protection. Because there are so many draws. So I will jam and pray he has exactly queen jack. Yeah, it's a bit... yeah, maybe I should check to let him bluff the clubs. But the things with the time bank, it's crazy. Did I actually pay 1 big blind here? Did I really pay 1 big blind? That's crazy. Now I make a pair, he most likely has ace high. So I need to bet sizing where he calls like ace 10 or pocket 8s. This I think you should fold. So a bit less than 300 big blind. I guess I should call. Nice. Could still have pocket 10s. So we need checks. When he checks, I guess we bet small. I don't think he's gonna bet if I check again. Now I think I should check, because he's gonna have a lot of ace-king, ace-queen with the diamond. And hopefully he's not gonna check back those hands. Oh, this guy looks like aggressive. King 8. What the fuck? So here I squeezed, they all call. They both call. And yeah, I guess I just fold. Wow, what a hand. 7-8 suited is just not a good hand. Just because sometimes you make the straight and they make the higher straight. But let's say 4-5 suited is pretty good because sometimes they have ace-king and the flop is ace, deuce, 3. So you make the straight and they make top pair. You should check raise for value protection. They should call worse. They should call ace-king. They should call pocket nines, 8x. They should call like king-queen suited, backdoor flush. And they will fold a lot of hands as well. I'm just gonna 1/3. When people are limp, you should isolate 100%. To be honest, if he jams, I just fold. And if he checks, I bet again. I want to bet a sizing where he never folds ace queen ace jack. So let's bet like 45. And here I think I should just overbet. I don't think he has too many queen x when he just checks back and then calls my bet. This spot you can check raise a lot just because he shouldn't be able to bet. Just because I have so many straights and now I'm gonna check raise massive against 2.5 king for king deuce. I think it's a fold. Against 2x he would have been a call. To be honest, it's a bit scary. As you can see, my stats, my attempt to steal is 52, and it should be around like 45, I think, at equilibrium if I play like GTO. So I'm opening wider than GTO already, but I didn't have too many spots where I can open wide, I think. I'm not gonna isolate in out of position. Now he checks back. Sorry for the noise. Same thing, I think he doesn't have too many jack X. He shouldn't have too many flushes. This guy is a fish. Are we trying to induce something? And this guy overbets on the straight. I will check and I will call the river bet. Maybe not. King queen, do I have to bluff? Because the 10 is not the best, but I think I can mix both just because I should have the best hand some of the time. This guy is a fish. I'm gonna be forwarding. It's not that wide when he 3-bets, but I think that's okay. When you make the nuts like this, just bet small to induce. I think I can stab here. So there is like a bit more than a pot size bet, so we can actually check maybe. Let's check, why not? Ooh. On this texture, I think you should bet 25% pot kind of range. And maybe I should turn into bluff my pocket jacks. Not on this not on this turn, I think. I could be ahead, but it's not a great spot when you get called, but I think it's okay to just check fold. We block the bluff, I block the queen jack, I block the jack 10, and I block the spades. Let's say the turn is like the 9 of spades, the spades in general. I think you should bluff jacks. Now this sucks because when he has a 10, most of the time he has a better kicker than mine. So maybe I should check back and then call the river bet because he's gonna have like king, queen, 7 of spades, like random gut shots. Unless he overbets. Because overbets most of the time really strong. I think against his bet size I have to call. This 3-bet is too small. He bets half. I'm gonna call once, but it's not a great spot. Now, if he checks... Okay, nice. I'm glad he didn't check, because if he checks, I think I should bet. As you can see, you get so many snap folds. Queens. Yes, I want to bet a bit more queens, because I don't want to check raise this hand. Now, I think obviously the ace is not that great, but he shouldn't be floating like ace 5. So he shouldn't have like too many ace 6. And he can have so many king jack 9, stuff like that. Let's try to value bet again. He should have so many 7-8, pocket 8, jack 8. Now this sizing is a bit weird. To be honest, maybe I just leveled myself for no reason. A7, yeah, I guess A7 makes sense. I just leveled myself. I'm still gonna bet pocket 7s because I have equity. Even though the texture is not great. Jack 3. Okay, this guy is a bit weird. Guess I just bet small. Because I want to get called by worse. Nice. So they all check. So I think I need to find a sizing where pocket 3s, ace 4 of hearts snap folds. But when he has king queen of clubs, king queen of spades, they call. I can make them fold better hands and make them call worse, which is always good. So the jack 10, should I keep bluffing? I guess I should. I'm not really winning at showdown. Now should I value bet my jack X, my jack? I don't think I can value bet my 7. Thanks, bro. Now this one is interesting. I guess I can raise. Because I remain uncap. And I don't think he bets like half when he has pocket 10s. If he has a good hand, he's gonna bet bigger. I can value bet. I can make him fold pocket 6s, and I can make him call jack 9. Now when I actually make top pair and he donks, I think I just lose. I think I just lose. I think he just has 10 and spades. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. This one can I squeeze. To be honest, this one, yeah, I think it's close. I think it's not like a bad fold. You need really good pre-flop range. It's not tight, but yeah, in this case, it should be tight. This guy has 4% rebets, even though, oh damn. Oh no, yeah, okay, it's a good fold. Oh, okay. I make top sets. I don't think I overbet. I think I can still call twice. Just because I beat everything that is not a value bet. I'm not sure if he bets like pocket 9s, pocket 10s for value. He might not. I think I always call twice and I always fold the river just because now it has to be a queen. But on the turn, I think he's just gonna give up everything on the river. I think. This guy is a fish. I'm gonna isolate. Ooh, this guy, look at his stats. He just doesn't play anything. He should open 100%. So this guy cold calls. I think I'm gonna bet. So he one third on the turn into overbet. That's the regish sizing patterns, I think. Here I'm not paying for timing. I did bet and he donks 1/3. That's a pretty good spot to actually play like this. I like it. So he checks back and then calls my bets. He never has like pocket nines. So I think I can just overbet. Yeah, I think he still have some a6, even though he checked back. But if he raises, obviously it has to be a trap. Yeah, I guess he has pocket nines. Or maybe no, sorry, 10-8 as well, 10-8 suited. Yeah, 10-8 suited makes some sense. I'm gonna show just in case he shows. You should overfold against big bet, just because it's stronger. You should probably have big bet or check and probably check back. High frequency check back this type of hands. But because people don't check raise enough, you can just bet everything. And I will bet again. I will get called by worse. I can deny some equity to like king 10 of hearts. No, king 10 is gonna call, which is good. I mean, it's just a good bet because I have so much equity. And I get called by worse. And now I snap check back, and sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. Pretty good turn. And I will just bet myself. Yeah, I think you can overbet because he would have check raised most of his ace, queen, queen 9. It's pretty capped. Oh, that's such a good river. Pocket fours, I think you can check raise for value protection. He's gonna call worse like ace, king, ace, queen. He's gonna fold some equity. And when he actually has pocket tens plus, we have to clean out to make the nuts. So when you think about it, you don't have too many bluffs that can check raise on 7-7 deuce. Just because there is no flush draws, straight draws, right? You can check raise backdoors like 8-9 of spade, like 4-5 of hearts, maybe. But I think the pocket pairs are really good check raises as well, just because you have equity, you have 2 outs. It's not that huge, but it's still good. I'm not gonna bluff and I'm gonna try to go to showdown. So this guy, I will just take a note. And yeah, queen 9, I guess I check as well. Did I win or did I lose? So Robertino. To be honest, I think he should be a 4, to be honest. I'm gonna call for the video, and obviously, I make the nuts. This texture, I think you should always donk. Just because you have pocket 9s, pocket 10s, pocket jacks, and he shouldn't. Maybe he has pocket jacks. He shouldn't 4-bet king queen suited either. Maybe 4-bet king queen off. Now, the question is, do you want to check bet, and do you want to bet big or bet small? I think if I check, I can induce some bluffs from ace king, ace queen. Damn it. Maybe I should always bet. I mean, it doesn't matter because he would not have folded. I actually win. I win. Yeah. What a nit. Hmm. This, I think it's close. I think you can check, you can bet small. It's almost 1 hour. Let's try to find one more spot and then we are good. This is a big 3-bet, by the way. 930. Let's try to open it. Because I see, oh, this guy is not that nitty. But yeah. Yeah, I think ace queen actually check raises sometimes. Let's do it. You don't need to check raise that big. This one is too nitty. Now it always gets tough. When you get called, I think ace queen of diamond just checks. Just because I can have way better bluffs. I would, if I check raise ace queen of diamonds, I'm gonna have like king queen of hearts, obviously king queen of diamonds, which have you get shot. So ace queen of diamonds is just, it was a good bluff on the flop, but then I need to pick better candidates. I can have like king 10 of hearts, like low frequency king 10 of diamonds, which is double get shot as well. So now I just don't know what to do. I should have the best hand, to be honest. I think he has 10-9, pocket 10s, 7-8, and this type of hands have decent blockers. So they might zero call. I'm gonna sit out. Yeah. I mean, I got really lucky on the river, but yeah, I think it's a great check raise. Let's check it out on GG Wizard. So it was under the gun against cutoff, and it was 100 big blind tip, maybe a bit more than 100 big blind tip. So yeah, I think it was interesting. I tried to focus on preflop, but I didn't see too many spots to the preflop exploits. But I think we had some interesting post-flop spots. I think I ran really good. I was really lucky. Which is always good for the video. Feels good to flop some straights and sets. Let's check it out on GG Wizard. You should always, when you have some time, when nothing else is happening, you should always take some time to just look at your opponents. This guy is just a bad player. So next time I see the pink thing, the pink label, I'm gonna try to isolate. Okay, let's close. So wait, what was the texture again? I just actually forgot the spot. It was under the gun against button, I think. No, cut off. He actually used a bigger 3-bet, but anyway. And it was like 9-7 deuce. Rainbow. My opponent did bet half. As you can see, he should bet bigger than half, but let's give him half. Against half, I should be doing some check raising. 17%. As you can see, ace queen with the backdoor check raises sometimes. And I think against a check raise, I think they will fold. He should be c-betting and then calling like queen 10 of spades on the flop when I check raise, which is not happening. They fold too much. So yeah, I think it's okay to check raise even more. But yeah, as you can see, I have ace queen of diamonds. I have some ace jack, I have some king queen, I have some king jack, not king 10. I have some jack 10, 10 8. I don't call 10 8, to be honest. equals jack of hearts, and I think the ace queen of diamonds is gonna check, and we're gonna have other bluffs like king queen. Yeah, ace queen of diamonds actually bets. It's a big bet, to be honest. But as you can see, king queen is just a way better bluff just because you have a gut shot.